So Naveen, can you tell us a bit about the Roomzzz Aparthotel model, the number of properties you've already got open and your pipeline, and what you think sets your brand apart from your competitors in the space?
Roomzzz established 2006. We've got 7 hotels at the moment, Aparthotels, and we've got 5 in the pipeline to open over the next 18 months. When we opened up, there was a massive gap in the market between hotels and serviced apartments. We looked in the marketplace, and I think our nearest competitor as such maybe was Prem Group. I think they call themselves Prem Suites now, but they were doing minimum 7-night stays, and they were out of London. And we saw a gap to go for the 1-night, 2-night sort of marketplace in the Aparthotel and competing head-on with hotels.
And your clientele, are they predominantly business travellers or leisure travellers, or
Both,
what ratio do you have?
Monday to Thursday, business, and we've got really good relationship with the businesses. And then, of course, like everybody else, is the bun fight at the weekend, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. That's the leisure, yeah, so that's it. But average of maybe 2.2 nights stay in our things. So it's very much like a hotel, mainly females, or a larger proportion of females staying in our Aparthotels that feel safer in there. So that's our clientele demographic as such.
And the forthcoming properties in the pipeline, whereabouts are they?
So we've got Manchester Corn Exchange, which is our potential jewel in the crown. We did a deal with Aviva, right opposite Harvey Nicks, and that opens up early next year. That'll be a 100+ bedroom hotel, Aparthotel. I keep on saying hotel, but Aparthotel. We've got the Harrogate. We're opening one with on the Yorkshire Agricultural Showground. Fantastic new build that we'll be starting to construct that within the next couple of months. We get on site. We've got York coming up. That's again a 100+ bedroomed Aparthotel, and we've then got Newcastle. That again will start construction this year, opening up next year. And finally, London Stratford. That's a lease that we're taking on a new build. It's a turnkey project for us, and that will open towards the end of this year.
And in some of these provincial UK locations, how do you find the planning situation? Are the planners aware of the Aparthotel model? Are they?
When we first started, it was very, very difficult getting this concept of an Aparthotel to a hotel and apartments, and it went down the sui generis sort of planning classification. But more and more now, we're just going straight for a hotel application. It means that we don't have to get into affordable housing or anything like that. They understand it, and they, in lots of ways, welcome it. So yeah, with the planners, it is getting a lot easier. They understand what an Aparthotel is. But in 2006, it was very difficult.
And finally, in 5 years' time, how many properties do you expect to have open? How many properties and how many units do you think you'll have in the portfolio?
Depends how much money I can get hold of. But for us, we'd in 5 years we'd have coverage, as far as I'm concerned, in the UK. We'll be fully covered. We'd have done Scotland. I mean, at the moment, there's a gap for Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen, and the other sort of cities in Edinburgh. London is difficult to get into. Just cost of entry is very, very high. But we'd expect to have a number of hotels, Aparthotels in London, and they've covered the provincial cities as such. And we'll be rolling out in Europe. That's what we're here in Berlin, looking to see and look at opportunities and getting our brand into Europe.
Which would be your target cities in Europe?
Something, at the moment we're open. We're looking at JV partnerships and franchise and maybe even some leases. But Germany, great for us to enter into Germany. And of course, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. We'd like to go into those sort of things because there's not as much competition in those sort of countries. Spain, of course, we'd like to get into. So, it's a massive marketplace.